Hi everybody, welcome to Fishing in White House, Jamaica Fisherman Tale. I'm your host, Maya Campbell. Remember, eating fish is healthy. Fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acid. So today we have a lovely guest with us. Kindly introduce yourself to Jamaica. Tell everybody hi.
Hi Jamaica. I am Dean Miller, Executive Agent from Sagicor Live Jamaica, attached to the Montego Bay branch. It's good to be here.
Thank you very much for being on the program, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here. So Jamaica, I am here to speak with Mr. Miller about the Sagicor life and health insurance for fishers and farmers. So, Mr. Miller, you are here to speak on life and health insurance for fisherfolk and farmers. Now, let me ask you a question. Why is it that fishermen should invest in a life insurance policy as well as farmers? Why is this important for fishers?
Well, let me go a little back, because Sagicor, as a good corporate citizen, what we basically do is that we look at the market and we look for those opportunities that we can provide for Jamaicans. And as of such, we recognize that the market for farmers and fisherfolk is actually underserved. So what we have done is that we have developed a plan with a menu of options that provides life insurance, critical illness, personal accident with a regular health insurance. Now all of those form a suite of products. Now it depends on the affordability, and note the word affordability, of each farmer for them to basically come online and we provide them with that kind of benefit. So yes, it is absolutely important that farmers and fisherfolk be properly represented.
So farmers and fishers, take the advice of Mr. Miller. It's critical for your health.
I've been with this product serving Jamaica for the last 3 years.
So how has it been?
It has been, but the take-up, we are still aggressively looking on the penetration strategy in which we need to get all farmers on. But there is some resistance because the kind of culture for insurance and putting the necessary plans in place for tomorrow is not readily accepted by that market. However, because there is some kind of skepticism as it relates to insurance.
So share with Jamaica what kind of skepticism that exists with this kind of insurance for farmers and fisherfolk. What are some of these skepticism that they share?
The truth is that insurance is not one of those products that you would readily think about.
Why is that so?
But it is necessary. It's a low need, no need. Why I'm saying this is that you don't think that you need insurance until something happens, when it's going to be too late. So it's going to be if I had known, if you're here, or it is your beneficiary, those persons who depend on you will basically be saying that. And we're saying that based on the importance of farming. None of us can exist without a farm. And especially the fact that a lot of us eat fish. So we need to take care of those persons who take care of us. And that is why Sagicor has created this product to make sure that when our farmers are sick, when our fisherfolk are sick, then there is a provision in place. And it's not just sickness to go to the doctor. They could be critically or terminally ill. So we do provide that benefit. And it's not just for the individual farmer that is registered with RADA or the fishing agency. It is also for the family as well.
Okay, for the family as well.
For the family as well. For the family of the fisherfolk. Yes.
Okay, so everybody can be covered with
everybody can be covered with this benefit. So it depends.
So you hear that, farmers and fisherfolk out there, everybody within the household family can be covered with this type of insurance. So it's critical for you to take interest. Say that to them, Mr. Miller.
Well, we're asking you, farmers and fisherfolks, this is designed primarily for you. Don't lose this opportunity because it's affordable. We have given you blocks and appropriation in terms of looking on the benefits. So if it is life insurance, we do take you from 500,000, a million. Well, it's a maximum of $1 million that you basically get, and you get that both for life insurance. You can get that for the critical illness, which includes heart attack, stroke, cancer, major burns, loss of speech, loss of hearing, loss of sight if you're in a coma, or paralyzed. So all of those are part of our offering as well. And in the event that a farmer or fisherfolk were to meet in an accident, be disabled or be dismembered, then there is that provision that is in place. And we're not yet speaking about the health card because
so you mentioned earlier dismember.
Yes.
So let's say a fisherman goes to sea and he is attacked by a shark. There is a benefit here for that person who would have been registered with Sagicor Agri-Care Plan.
Yes.
So what's the minimum if for dismember?
Alright, let me speak a little bit more as it relates to dismembered, because here dismembered meaning that you would have lost a member of your body, or the member is there but is non-functional, so it is irreversible, right? So the benefit is actually payable. So what we're basically looking at is to say, if your livelihood is disturbed, then we are able to provide you with that benefit that you are able to seek whatever health care that can bring you back to your former position. These benefits run from individual from as low as $1,300 and change per quarter.
Repeat that again to the farmers and the fishers out there. So listen to what Mr. Miller is saying about the cost for the benefits. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
Right, so I'm saying for an individual, and here, as long as you're under age 75, the figure for you remains the same. So we have 3 payment options. We have quarterly, that's every 3 months. We have 6 months, that's semi-annual, and we have annual, that's once for the year. So we started at $1,300 and change Jamaican dollars per quarter for $1 million life insurance, for a fisherfolk
or a farmer. Tell Jamaica. Tell them again.
And again, we're starting at $1,300, and it is affordable. And note, we're saying affordability, because you can decide that for my family, I want to have critical illness, I want to have personal accident, I want to have life insurance, and I also want to have health insurance. The health insurance as well come in a suite of benefits, and that again is gauged on affordability. So you can take the hospitalization, you can take the primary care, which is the combination of dental, optical, prescription drugs, as well as you can take the more assorted benefit that includes everything. So it will include dental, optical, prescription drugs, diagnostic tests, surgery. You know, these days surgery and costs they're not legislated, so they are a lot of money, right? So when you come on, there's a period that you serve of 6 months before the major benefits can be claimed on. But as soon as you come on the dental, optical, prescription drugs, there are benefits that you can basically benefit from right away.
Okay, that's good, because some of the times persons have struggles in terms of financing their drugs and doing their dental, so it's very important for the fishers as well as the farmers to take this opportunity. It is something that is serious, and I believe that this is great for fishers and we should act on that. Also, I wanted to ask you, what's the requirement for farmers as well as for fishers to be involved with the Sagicor Agri-Care Plan?
Well, it is simple. Enrollment is just that you need to be registered with RADA, or as a farmer.
So you must have a form of identification.
Yes, a valid identification, because we go based on the number.
Okay.
So when we submit the application to our head office, then the verification process is done at that time. So when I come and meet with a farmer, I need to make sure that the farmer has a valid ID. So whether it's from the fishing authority or RADA, because we take care of the farmers from RADA and the fisherfolks from the fishing resources, right? So basically we just need to make sure that they have an ID.
So let me say, what if the individual don't have an ID because he or she would have actually gone ahead and known their ID as a fisherfolk? Can a person come into the office and actually make an application to be a part of the Sagicor Agri-Care Plan? Do you accept receipts?
Well, as long as it has number on it.
So which
we
number?
go based on the number that the fisher folks would have.
Number.
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes it takes a little bit of time for them to have the physical ID, but they do get a receipt in the interim. We work from that as well because the verification will be done from head office. Another interesting thing too is that, for example, if you are a large farmer, whether you are a large fisherfolk or farmer, and you have workers with you, they don't have to be registered with RADA to be on the plan. You can register them under you as your employees.
Okay, that's great.
So that's interesting.
So for the fishers as well, that's
for the fish,
applicable.
anything that is applicable to the farmers is actually applicable to the fisher folks.
Once they have identification,
right? So
they
you
must have identification as well.
Yes, they need to have the identification, but they are going to be enrolled based on their owner, which is their employer.
Okay.
So as the employer, a farmer, and I have 7 persons working with me. Those 7 persons don't necessarily need to have a RADA ID. My ID, my application with RADA is sufficient because I will sign on their form, yes, as their employer.
Okay, so
and they can get the same benefit like I would get.
Okay, that's cool. So I wanted to ask you, is there any screening that is considered medical screening for persons to get onto the Agri-Care?
Excellent question. Excellent question. Excellent question. There's no screening. You basically just come out, we just need to get the correct information because we make sure that we get the information correct and source. So the name, date of birth, the beneficiary name, date of birth, those are absolutely important. So for that and the personal last name, we don't need any screening. But as it relates to the health insurance and the critical illness, we do ask some questions. If it is that they were diagnosed with HIV before, right? Or if it is that they have any other pre-existing condition, it's just a list of 10. And if it is that they are, then we have a questionnaire that we have them fill out, and then our underwriters will basically decide whether or not those benefits are actually offered to them, or whether or not they're eligible for those benefits.
When is the enrollment period for Sagicor, Agri-Care, life and health insurance for farmers and fishers?
Very good, let me help you. The 1st of March will be one enrollment period, and remember it's per quarter, so it's going to be March, April, May. So June will be another renewal period. However, we have another 1st of December as one. So if it is that you miss the 1st of March, you can catch the 1st of December in terms of the 2 distinct plans that we have. But your payment options will be quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. So you will basically depend, or yearly, annually, yes. Yes, based on your affordability. So if it is something that you want to just do and get it out of the way, then the yearly would basically be very good for you, or would be most appropriate.
What about fishers who says, like, I'm not catching as much fish, I don't know if I will be able to pay for this? Is there a specific coverage that you could recommend them to that is affordable for them to pay? Because sometimes they will say, I cannot afford this. Is there anything that they can pay for here that is very reasonable to them?
Very good question. Affordability ranges. So what we can do, or what we have been doing, is that we've been engaging the farmers and fisher folks to say, make a sacrifice. Because if anything were to happen to you, ask the question and answer. What would happen to your family? What would happen to you?
There would be a lot of stress.
What would happen to you? In the event that you were to be diagnosed with any critical or terminal illnesses, what would happen? Do you have the necessary provision in place? We're giving you the cheapest provision for the kind of premium that we ask for per quarter, semi-annual or annual, that you can't get much or better anywhere else. Because this is a group, so we treat the premium as a group premium. So hence that is why we're able to offer you the benefit at such affordable rates.
So fishers, farmers, you hear that? It's affordable, so take up this offer and opportunity. Mr. Miller is here to assist you, to walk you through the process so that you can have clarity in how you go about selecting a program within the Agri-Care Life and Health Insurance Policy that you can afford and for your family as well. Is there anything else that you wish to share with them?
Well, if you are interested, which we hope you are, then you can actually reach out to me at 859-5863. Let me go again, it's 876, right? 859-5863. Or you can reach out to any Sagicor office, and premium payments are made at any Paymaster or Bill Express location, as well as any of our Sagicor office. We do have the platform for those persons who are technologically savvy. We have an e-connect, so as soon as they have applied, then they can go ahead and make their payment through that avenue as well.
So go ahead and tell them the website that they could visit.
All right.
Tech-savvy personnel.
Yes, tech-savvy person, you would need to speak to me first. And then you will be able to go to the Sagicor eConnect. So it's www.sagicor eConnect. And then you're able to go ahead and make maintenance payments or your renewal payments as they become due. But it is really a fantastic offer. This offering should not pass you. You are your main breadwinner for your family. And therefore, Sagicor, we're responding to the need. And we are actually encouraged by the government of Jamaica, by the Ministry of Agriculture, because when you do take care of yourself, it's less stress for the country. You don't have to join the long line at the hospital in terms of
family pressure and stress.
Yes.
So that is something that you have to consider. So don't be selfish. Come on down to Sagicor. Ask about Sagicor Agri-Care Life and Health Insurance, fishers and farmers. Take up this offer, take up the opportunity, and come on down and make an application. Yeah. You won't regret it. Right? Thank you very much for watching Jamaica. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so very much. It was really my pleasure to really share with you, and we say hi to the staff in the Savamon office, because they're doing a tremendous job, led by Mrs. Delia Campbell-Reed, and of course Kimoy Jenkins and Elisa Ford. We thank you so very much for really have us share what we offer at Sagicor as it relates to, from our group perspective, providing for the Fisherfolks and for the farmers. Yes, Fisherfolks and farmers. And note what it says, affordable. It is absolutely affordable. So whatever you have, no matter how small, we can shape for you your health insurance, your critical illness, your personal accident, and by extension, we can look at your health insurance. We care about you because you care about us, and we are making sure that you are happy right where you are.
And Sagicor, your family is happy as well.
Sagicor, Wise Financial Thinking.
Thank you very much for being on the program, Mr. Miller.
Thank you so very much.
I learned a lot, and you share with Jamaica. Respect. Is there anything that you want to tell Jamaica out there?
Anytime. Please feel free to reach out to us. And again, my contact number is 876-859-5863. And thank you so very much for your time, for sharing. We thank you, and we hope that all Fisherfolks and farmers are interested and will make the move before it's too late.
And we value and appreciate you guys fishing in my Jamaica Fisherman Tale. That's the reason why I'm here today, so that you can be informed. Thank you very much. Bye, Jamaica.
Thank you.